Hello, I'm Marilyn Hemingway, and welcome to A Gathering Place. I said, I'm stepping back because we have young voices who want to be heard and they're moving on something.
Branding is really important to you and your business.
Even a basic type of technology, you learn it all.
And people are
Good question. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to A Gathering Place, brought to you by the Gullah Chamber of Commerce. And I'm excited because we have a big event coming up this weekend, the International Gullah Film Festival, and that's today's topic. And we are so excited to have the founder of the International Gullah Film Festival join us. And I want everyone to welcome today Amy Kelly. Hey, Amy, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today to introduce us to the International Gullah Film Festival. And it's really, well, it is an introduction because A Gathering Place is new for 2020, but the International Gullah Film Festival is not new. You've been doing this for a few years, and in 2019, I believe we partnered to make it happen in Georgetown.
Yes,
All right. Which Georgetown's where your ancestral roots are. So it all tied in with the Gullah Geechee. You know, Georgetown is the center of the rice culture, Gullah Geechee. So it all ties in together. So we're very excited to have you here. So Amy, first of all, why don't we start off with you? Tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you start the International Gullah Film Festival?
Yes, ma'am. So yes, I am a writer, and I worked with the Gullah Geechee Heritage Committee of Horry County for a few years, and I learned a bit about the culture. My ancestors are from there. My grandfather is from Georgetown, South Carolina. He's African American doctor in the 50s and 60s, and so he was fairly influential, and he left a little bit of a legacy there. And so when I learned more about the Gullah culture, I realized I didn't know anything about Gullah culture, and I knew that it was a part of my identity that was just missing. And I would love to help young people get in touch with their own Gullah history, because it's just a link. If you don't know what's missing, you just don't know. And so the more people, that young people especially, that we can expose to it and learn more about it from their own personal history, the better. And I do write films, and I have entered into film festivals, and I have won a few awards. And so I know how important it is to have work recognized, especially when you're just starting out on the indie level. And so I thought doing a film festival, especially in the corridor for our community and young people coming from our community, would be a great way for them to not only get in touch with their history and their culture and their stories, but to tell that story to others, as well as to get in touch with the diaspora, because we do have people that have migrated, up north and overseas and what have you. So that's why I decided to start it. Yes.
Very good. You bring up a point with the migration part and the global diaspora, because when I started the Gullah Geechee Chamber of Commerce, I knew from day one that Gullah Geechee community, we're global. So when I heard about the International Gullah Film Festival, there were two things that stuck out to me. One, that it was international, because we are global, we are international. And two, through the Gullah Geechee Chamber of Commerce, I wanted to do a film festival, but I'm not an expert. I just knew I wanted to do a film festival. Maybe have a chance to watch some free movies, because hey, it's my film festival and I can go watch some movies. But but you were smart enough and had that knowledge to realize that you could combine all of those. You recognize the interconnectedness. That's a word I like to use. And then here you are. So last year we actually had, I think, over 2-3 weekends, film screenings, the opening reception. Tell us what's happening this year Yeah, tell us what's happening this year. Then I'll ask the next question.
This year, we are under, a global pandemic. And so a lot of the in-person events were just canceled. We postponed thinking that things would get better, and they just haven't gotten better enough for us to meet in person. So this year we're doing things virtually. Starting on Friday, we do have a opening reception. It will be hybrid, both in person in Georgetown at the Innovation Center, and it would
Yes.
also be online through Zoom. And on
Yes.
Saturday, we will screen our award-winning films. We can't do all of them, unfortunately. I wish we could do all of our selections, but we have 5 really wonderful films that we will be screening, and it's hosted by Brook Green Gardens. So if you log on to our website, www.tigff.org, you will have a link directly to Brook Green Gardens screening site, and it will be on demand from 5 to 9. So you have to log in from 5 to 9, and to see all of them, it takes about 2 hours. So schedule 2 hours of your time between 5 and 9 to watch them. We can't keep them up 24/7 just because, filmmakers have their needs to be met. They want their films to be seen, but they do have other needs that don't include being online all the time. So please, if you want to watch them, schedule 2 hours between 5 and 9 on Saturday.
So to make sure that I understand, and while I ask you this question, I'm gonna put up the website. So y'all write this down, because this Saturday you can go and screen the International Gullah Film Festival, which is being sponsored by Brook Green Gardens and also the city of Georgetown. We have to mention that. So you go to the website, you basically sign in, and you can screen the films for 2 hours.
Yes, for 4
And
hours, but they're 2 hours long. It'll take
okay,
2 hours to do all of them, but from 5 to 9, it will be open, and at 9, it will close. So please,
okay, all right.
schedule
And this
accordingly.
is so it's 5 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Right.
Okay, very good, y'all. Not 5 a.m. So don't get up 5 o'clock in the morning thinking y'all got all that time to watch these films. So it's pretty neat that it's online. COVID, unfortunately, is happening. We want to keep our community and our audience safe. So it's online. But the wonderful thing is it does give you some flexibility in the sense that you're home and you have a 4 hour window to watch 2 hours of film screenings, which is a good thing, So let's say, um, Amy, I want to give feedback regarding the screenings. Is there a way that once you watch it, you're on the website, that we can give feedback to the film festival?
Yes, there will be an opportunity to give your feedback on Brook Green Garden site. They will have a place where you can type your comments and things like that. So yes, and of course, if you want to, touch base with our Facebook page or the Gullah Geechee Chamber of Commerce Facebook page, just to let us know that you watched and what you thought. Our filmmakers would love it, and they deserve it. They work very hard. I don't know if everybody knows it's hard to make a film, even if it's a bad film, and these are really great films. So they put a lot of hard work and dedication into it, and I'm very proud of them, and I look forward to seeing what they do in the future as well.
Very good, very good. So can you tell us a little bit, at least the names of the films that we can look for, and then maybe a little bit about each film?
Yeah. Okay, so the first one we'll talk about is called Daring to Be Different. It is a short student film about bullying. I watched it. I thought it was very on point for what's going on with kids today and bullying and peer pressure and things like that, and how do
Mm-hmm.
you navigate that, at that, those types of situations. Another film that we have is called Hindsight. And that one is a short film that's a coming of age film about a young man who takes the mentorship of an aging Gullah man. And I thought that's
Okay.
very poignant because as you come of age, I'm not sure what it's like today, but I know when I was coming up, it was hard trying to decide what you're going to do, who you're going to be, and where you're going to go. And so that one is a
Mm-hmm.
really good one as well. The next one is called Unburied. And this is an
Okay.
international short film, which talks about, just lives lost due to environmental issues. And that's all I'll say about that. It's an interpretive film, and I really enjoyed watching it. And I think everybody else will enjoy watching it as well.
Well, I'm into environmental
Yes,
issues.
yes,
And the Gallagher Chamber and the
yes,
Gallagher Chamber Leadership Institute, we're about environmental issues. So we're definitely looking forward to that one. And
yes.
very good. And what's next?
We have another film called With Purpose, and this one I really liked because it's a documentary about an organization that teaches young people to dive and to dive for archaeological reasons, like um, things that were lost at sea along our coast, like ancestral, you know, people that were lost to sea because of like
Mm-hmm.
slavery and
Mm-hmm.
things of that nature, and boats that just didn't make it. And so I think it's in the organization teaches like high school and college age students how to dive and how to look for things and gather them up for historical preservation. So I really like that one. And the final one we have is called Redeeming Uncle Tom. This one
Mm-hmm.
is the story of the man behind the myth of Uncle Tom. It chronicles his life. It's very dramatic. It's very epic. It's very heartbreaking, and it is in a beautiful story at the same time. So I'm really proud of this film, and I think everybody in our audience would love to watch it.
So if you had to pick a film, because this is a little bit about drama, film is infotainment, entertainment, it's film. What would you say is controversial? Is there anything that people may find controversial?
Oh, there's I don't want to say, but yes, I think there's controversy in how to view the main character of Redeeming Uncle Tom.
Mm-hmm.
There's also probably going to be a little bit of controversy about our coming of age story. There's a lot to unpack. It's a short film, but there's a lot to unpack if you're paying attention, and I think it'll definitely start some conversations. Um, with Purpose, I don't see a lot of controversy, other than just helping to get the word out that they do teach young people how to dive, and it's a great opportunity if you're looking for something for your kids to do after COVID is over.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think those would be like the main two things. Just how are you gonna see this person, this true life person behind? And we know what Uncle Tom means. So how are you
Yeah,
gonna see
yeah.
this true life person, how his life unfolded, and what his ending was? I did have to kind of sit back and think about it a little bit, but we all
Well,
have to
I
have
think that's a good thing,
definitely. Definitely.
to
We
have.
all have to
Yeah,
have those moments where we have to make hard decisions and live with them afterwards.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. And we need to have our assumptions challenged because it helps us grow. And that's one of the things I actually like about film festivals, that you could go to a film and it challenges you. Film, it's not just about entertainment. You can have documentaries. You can have, how you say, short films. It can help expand your horizons, expand your mind. And that's the one thing I do like about the International Gullah Film Festival, that you have a track record of selecting films that challenge us, that force us to rethink our assumptions. So very good. I'm glad to hear that. So tell us a little bit about your partnership with Brook Green Gardens. Unfortunately, we can't be on site at the beautiful Brook Green Gardens this year, but hopefully next year when we have the film festival again, we'll be together. But tell us about Brook Green Gardens and the connection.
Yes. So Brooklyn Gardens is a place, it's a beautiful place, an old plantation that preserves history and culture. And they do have a Gullah Center on their property, which is run by the educational director, Ron Days, who, as you know, is the dad from Gullah Gullah Island. And he's done a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful job of breaching the gap. He's got outside sculptures that are interactive. You can walk up to them and you can kind of stay with sculptures that represent people from enslavement, just, to try to, and they tell a little bit about what their day is like and things like that. He's put together a Gullah Geechee garden where you have more information about foodways and things that we planted, and how we cultivated our nourishment and things like that. And that garden actually goes to help feed like restaurants and people as well, I believe. So they do have a mission to educate the public about Gullah culture. And I rented the space, I believe in 2018, and something happened. Yes, we had a hurricane. We had a hurricane. So, and they were extremely gracious to allow us to move our date to a better time. And then after that time, they said, well, let's partner together, because they saw the value and the opportunities and the possibilities for, outreach to our community and the global community as well. And I'm very, very thankful for their partnership.
Yeah, there's some good folks over there at Brook Green Garden. So I'm glad that it has developed into a partnership. And in spite of hurricanes and COVID, we're gonna claim good things and moving into the future. And there's a silver lining in everything. And we live and we learn and we can tweak stuff. So I'm glad to hear about Brook Green Gardens. And then there's another event associated with the film festival. Also, you could do a historical tour. Can you tell us about that?
A historical tour with the film festival
At Hobcobarony, I believe.
Oh yes, thank you. Yes, there's a tour of
Should have been more specific.
Barney. Yes, of their Friendfield village. Hobcow is also an old plantation that was bought by a doctor in the early 1900s, 1920s, I believe, and was left to his daughter Belle. And when Belle passed away, she made it a preserve, and it's a lot of land, a lot of preservation. On it, I believe there are a couple of universities that do research, and they also have an old slave village that they call Friendfield Village. And on Friday, from 1:30 to 3:30, there is a drive-in tour of the village, and you'll learn more about the history of the people that lived there up till, I want to say, Reconstruction. So you'll learn about slavery.
And I think there were actually folks out there probably in the 1970s. And the way you find out, if you have a chance to go to any of these cabins where the enslaved stayed in the 60s and 70s, you may find old newspapers that were used as insulation in the walls, if you're able to do that. And it's a good, y'all just kind of need to spend the weekend in Georgetown. Come on down to Georgetown on Friday, do the tour at Hobcobarony, because it all connects. Georgetown is just so rich in Black history, Gullah history, African American history. And I deliberately say those three descriptive terms because they're all Gullah, Geechee, African American, Black. Those are our roots. Come on down to Georgetown, stay in one of our local hotels, and you could do the tour on Friday. Then on Saturday in the hotel from 5 to 9, watch the film screenings. Exactly. Or come Friday evening to the drop-in We Network. It is going to be social distancing. We're not going to let a lot of people in. It's going to be much smaller than what we usually have it. And that's why we're doing the hybrid between in-person and online, that you can just kind of tune in and network and see small business owners come in and chat and do their elevator speeches about their businesses. We're just combining our monthly networking event with the opening reception. So folks, we want you to tune into that also. You can go to our Facebook page and click the link and sign up for that, register for that, and we'll be happy to have you join us. I had another question. Oh, since I'm talking about the We Network opening reception, I should put up the graphic. And there it is. We Network opening reception, folks. Go to our Facebook page to register, and we'll be delighted to have you join us. So, what else do we need to know, um, Amy, about the film festival moving forward? I know we did it in the spring the first time. Is this going to be an annual event?
Yes,
We
it's
hope.
definitely going to be an annual event. Yes, every year we open our film festival for submissions, and it's open right now for next year. Whether it's in the spring or the fall is always going to be dependent on what's going on, of course.
That's right.
With the
That's right.
weather,
That's
you
right.
know,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
COVID, of course. But again, if we can't be in the building, we will do it virtually, and we will be prepared for that. So we will be able to actually screen official selections as well. There's just a lot of things that we got to get in place that we just don't have to do all of them
That's
right
right.
now.
That's right. And then COVID wasn't something anyone planned for. So now that we have more of an idea of COVID, may not know exactly what's going to happen, but we are grown folks, smart grown folks, and we are better positioned to figure it out. I had another question, which tells you that I'm getting older because I am having serious senior moments. So y'all go to the website and you can
Yeah.
view the films this Saturday, 5 to 9, and it's about 2 hours of film screening. So you can view it twice if you want to. If you missed the message the first time, go ahead and watch it another time. And I recommend y'all. I got some wine here. I would grab my bottle. Y'all grab your popcorn, grab your wine, get on the couch at home, and just go to the website www.tigff.org and 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 enter the International Gullah Film Festival, and let's have a good time. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. We'll be happy to get to those. So Amy, tell us about the film industry. What kind of led you here a little bit more, and if I am an aspiring filmmaker, what can I do to be part of a film festival?
So if you're an aspiring filmmaker, the best thing you can do to be part of the film festival is to submit. These films that are award winners, of course, are hold on one second, something happened. These films that are award winners are, of course, excellent films. However, our official selections do represent new writers, new filmmakers, new and it could be Gullah. We have a specific categories for Gullah, LGBTQ, first time women, first time African American filmmakers as well. So if you are looking for eyes to look at your project, we definitely want to see it. And if it's we want to represent you. We want to make sure that people that are trying their best are getting at least a little bit of recognition along the way.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that. And I mean, Georgetown, y'all, is a lovely city. It's deeply embedded in African American history. We do not get our due, but it's events such as the International Gullah Film Festival that will help raise the profile of Georgetown, South Carolina, and our beautiful Black history. It's a history that's fraught with violence, friction, exploitation, but within that history, there's beauty. And I think film is a medium that can be used to show that the beautiful side of it. So it's just so appropriate that it's here in Georgetown near the water because water is life. Gullah Geechee, we are about the water and the land, and it's an opportunity for us to embrace it. So, Amy, some final words from you about the film festival. Remind us of what's going on. How do we get there? And and everybody, I encourage you check out the film festival. So, Amy, tell us, wrap it up for us. How can we get involved once again?
Okay, yes. So on Friday from 1:30 to 3:30 at Hobcob Barney, there is a tour of Friendfield Village, which is an old slave village, and you'll get to learn about the people that inhabited that land from enslavement through emancipation. And that evening at 6 o'clock, there is a We Network event at the Innovation Center as well as through Zoom, which is sponsored by the Gullah Geechee Chamber of Commerce. And you'll get to network with businesses, small businesses that are that will get to give you like the pitch of the things that the things that they do, the things that they sell, and you can you can introduce yourself to them as well. And it's a great way to build an economic infrastructure as well.
That's
So
right.
if you're
That's
new,
right.
especially, and you need to get out to meet people, and you don't even have to get out, you can get on Zoom and meet people, and tell people who you are, and know who other people are as well. And then on
Yep.
Saturday, you come to www.tigff.org between 5 o'clock and 9 p.m. to watch films on demand. And you'll have a link that will take you to Brook Green Gardens website, and you'll be able to watch them at your leisure between 5 and 9. And yes, we will take them down at 9 o'clock. So please schedule your time wisely.
Very good. So y'all, you got a date. The date. Go ahead, Amy.
And I just want to say thank you again, Marilyn. Your partnership has been amazing for the International Gullah Film Festival. You work so hard. I see you out there like every day doing it for the quarter, doing it for the people. I'm so inspired by all your energy and everything that you do. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. And I try to do my best, and out here just trying to get people connected and raise the profile of different events, one of which the International Gullah Film Festival. I've always been excited about it. And I think, Amy, that you've created something that is going to leave a wonderful legacy and really impact our community. So we need to support you. Thank you very much for your vision regarding the film festival. And y'all, just if you are just interested in film, come on out. If you're interested in the Gullah Geechee community, come on out from the comfort of your home this year because of COVID. But go to www.tigff.org 5 to 9 o'clock on Saturday and take a look at some wonderful films. They look like they're going to be wonderful. I'm looking forward to it. I've booked it on my calendar, folks. Taking my wine and my popcorn, and just going to sit there and maybe take a couple of hours to just kind of chill and enjoy film. So, Amy, thank you for joining us today. I really appreciate it, and we look forward to getting back in person one day.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I saw a beautiful expression that said, "We distance from each other now so that when we gather together again, no one is missing." And I think that's so appropriate. So thank you, Amy. Appreciate it. And you have a wonderful day. And we'll see you, hopefully, online.
Very soon.
All right. We'll see you later.
Okay.
So everyone, thank you for joining us today. And let me encourage you to come join us at Hobco Barony at 1:30 this Friday. And they'll take you to Friendfield Village. It's by car. And then on Friday evening, we network a hybrid opening reception, which will be online and in person at the Georgetown Innovation Center at 901 Front Street at 6 o'clock. Go to our Facebook page to get registered because you'll be able to pitch your business because this is about networking and also incorporating the film festival. And of course, as Amy said, 5 to 9 o'clock. This Saturday, you will get a chance to see 2 hours of films, and they look like they're just wonderful films that we're going to be seeing. So make sure that you set aside 2 hours from 5 to 9 because at 9 o'clock it's shut down. So you'll be able to watch it at least 2 hours worth of film. Okay? Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Come back and join us this Sunday at 4 o'clock. We do have a special guest who I can't remember right now. But y'all, you will see the ads and everything, and we'll help you get the word out. But thank you for joining us every Wednesday and Sunday at 4 o'clock for a gathering place where we gather together with the change makers in the Gullah community so we can live, learn, and play together. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, I'm Marilyn Hemingway, and welcome to A Gathering Place. I said, I'm stepping back because we have young voices who want to be heard and they're moving on something.
Branding is really important to you and your business.
Even a basic type of technology, you learn it all.
And people are
Good question.